Our main story tonight is, unfortunately, continuing coverage of the 2016 election, or, as it's better known, Lice on Rats on a Horse Corpse on Fire 2016. This election has now achieved a dubious distinction. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are among the most disliked presidential candidates in history, so it is hardly surprising that some are seeking an alternative.
Who's your vote for right now?
I really don't like either candidate, to be honest.
I'm not really excited about the election. I just don't really feel like I like either option.
Republicans and the Democrats are kind of bumming me out.
320 million people, and this is the best two that we can come up with.
It's true. Americans are so disillusioned by the major party candidates, it seems many would prefer to vote for Kevin Kline's character from the movie Dave or the ghost of Martin Luther King Jr., assuming he only said the three quotes that white people like. And this disenchantment may explain the high interest in America's third parties, because when your two main options are depressing, any third choice seems good. If you're at a KFC Taco Bell and you see a bunch of pigeons eating something in the parking lot, you might well think, hang on, what have they got over there? And luckily, there are a great many third-party options out there. There's Jim Hedges of the Prohibition Party, the worst party without alcohol since your born-again cousin's wedding. There's Dan Vacek of the Legal Marijuana Now Party, which should really be called the Illegal Marijuana Now, Legal Marijuana ASAP Party. And then there's independent write-in candidate Joe Exotic, who claims to run the world's largest private zoo for tigers and produces incredible campaign videos.
First thing is, I am not cutting my hair. I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life. I am broke as shit. I have a judgment against me from some bitch down there in Florida. And this is all paid for by the committee of Joe Exotic Speaks for America.
Wow. Just wow. Joe Exotic is truly the candidate you'd want to sit down and have a beer with, then another beer, and then several more beers until you're drunk enough to try meth for the first time. The point is, Joe Exotic, make America exotic again. But the best known of the lesser-known candidates are clearly Libertarian Gary Johnson and Green Party nominee Jill Stein. In a poll just last month, more than a third of young voters said they are considering voting for one of them. So they are worth taking seriously. And before we go any further, we should probably address the common critique that third-party candidates can siphon off votes and potentially wind up electing an ideological opponent. And there is some historical precedent for that, from Teddy Roosevelt's 1912 run, which arguably helped to elect Democrat Woodrow Wilson, to Ralph Nader in 2000, winning nearly 100,000 votes in Florida, a state which Al Gore famously lost by just 537. But third parties are a little touchy about that whole spoiler tag. Just watch Gary Johnson respond after it's brought up.
What do you guys make of the idea that you are a spoiler candidate?
It's horrible. Why would you even say that? We're giving people a chance to vote for something as opposed to the lesser of two evils. We're not spoilers, we are the first vote. So I guess we should drop out. Is that what you're saying? Is that your editorial here?
OK, Gary, just relax a little bit. You've already undercut your credentials as a serious candidate by wearing a yellow tie with jeans. Come on, Gary, you're running for president, not officiating Pikachu's beach wedding. Although, to be fair, Johnson's anger is understandable. Just dismissing third-party candidates as spoilers shuts down debate. And while the argument that the only thing that stops Trump is a vote for Hillary Clinton is a powerful one, so is the argument that people should vote for the candidate who most closely shares their values. So let's vet these candidates not as spoilers or as protest votes, but as legitimate potential presidents. And we'll start with Jill Stein, the candidate who looks most like she believes carob is just as good as chocolate. Now, Stein is currently polling around 2%, and she has a lot going for her. She's a doctor who practiced internal medicine for 27 years, and she has a broadly appealing pitch, from environmental issues to expanding LGBT rights to reducing income inequality. But when it comes to policy, we all know the devil is in the details. So how exactly is she going to accomplish her goals? And let's start with the plan that has been central to her candidacy.
We're the one party that's actually calling for canceling student debt.